Welcome to my channel. So today I'm going to be talking about the latest development within Google AI, and we are going to be looking at Gemini 3.5 and also look at this event, the I/O 2026, and some of the interesting development that came out from this meeting. One of it is that anti-gravity now has anti-gravity 2.0. You have an anti-gravity CLI similar to like the way you have Cloud Code CLI. And then you have anti-gravity SDK, which is kind of like an harness, just like we have Pi, if you're familiar with like Pi and this ecosystem. So you have like anti-gravity SDK. That means you could kind of like build agents that actually behave kind of, for example, like Hermes or let's say OpenCloud. So I think this is quite interesting. So let's start with the Gemini 3.5. So if you look at the Gemini 3.5 here, it says today we are introducing the Gemini 3.5, our latest family of model. But one of the things here is they talk about the performance. So I really want to actually check out to see how it's going to perform. For example, I build an agentic application, so I will be testing it out on the field, like to see how it actually performs. But in terms of the stats, you could really see here, particularly the ones in bold, you could see how it performs like with regards to other model as well. So you could see here, it kind of like an improvement on the 3.1 Pro. So 3.1 Pro, you have like 70.3 here on the terminal benchmark 2.1. And then you see that the Gemini 3.5 Flash is performing like 7.6, but not exactly equal to that of ChatGPT 5.5. So you could also see in terms of like agentic tool call here, Toolathon, you could see it does exceedingly well here. And then in terms of like other benchmark as well, you could go through them. But for me, what is really interesting to me, it's not even the model itself. It's the ecosystem that Google is building around anti-gravity. So you could see that now we have a brand new CLI. So a brand new CLI. We also have like the anti-gravity 2.0. We have the anti-gravity SDK. This one is huge for me as a person because I have a lot of applications that I've built within the Google ecosystem. So, and I can tell you for sure that this has really been interesting for me. So, and it's also available here on AI Studio. That means, but look at the costing for a moment. So you could see here that it is actually very much, very expensive. I think it's more than 3 times expensive for input, about 3 times the cost of Gemini 3 Flash. So I think, and let's see the knowledge. So the release date is today. So I'm actually making the video. I'm yet to actually test it to see how it performs. But my highlight, just like I said, is here, because now it means that with this SDK, we could be able to build, like we could use the Google Harness to build application. I think there's also a lot of goodies. But one of the things I also saw was the fact that they are launching this new event here, this hackathon here called 90 Days Pick a Problem Worth Solving, Build a Real Business with AI. So Google is actually giving $2 million. It's going to be the build window is 90 days. So the deadline is going to be August 17th. So it's called the Build with Gemini X Prize. So they're actually here showing, they want to prove, I think, that you can ideate, build, ship, and grow with the tools that they provide you. So you could see the Gemini app for idea, prototyping with the Google AI Studio, design with Stitch, build with anti-gravity, ship with Google Cloud, and generate thematic production with Flow. So from idea to revenue, they want to actually, and for everybody who will be, so for everybody who will be registering, I think you also be given like some free credit here, so to kind of like participate in the hackathon. So this is also interesting. So I'll be trying out the Gemini 3.5. I think one thing also noting is that it will be free for a while now. So they also announced that if you have a project to build with Gemini, it will be free. So you could actually just register and be able to start your project with their tool. So this is all I wanted to share. So this is actually a new channel. So if you like to see content concerning building agents, I'll be making videos on the tools, particularly on these anti-gravity tools, very soon. I think if this is something that actually makes sense for you, then you should subscribe to my channel. I will keep it coming and make sure that it's interesting and fun as well. So take care.